The US President Donald Trump made headlines when he signed an order to end birthright citizenship, which automatically grants US citizenship to children born in the country. Though a judge blocked this particular move, it was a part of Trump's ongoing effort to make immigration more difficult. This particular decision could have impacted many Indians, as there are over 5.4 million Indians currently living in the United States, making up about 1.47% of country's total population. But here's a question for you. How did Indians first gain US citizenship? Let's look at the history to get an answer. Let me shed some light on the first Indian to get US citizenship. In the early 1900s, Bhikaji Balsara, a Parsi textile merchant from Mumbai, then it was known Bombay, became the first Indian to gain US citizenship after a long battle of legalities. At that time, US law under Naturalization Act of 1790 only allowed white people to become citizens. The law defines white as a people of European descent, and it excluded many others from naturalization. Balsara's case began in 1906 when he argued that as an Aryan, which includes people of Indo-European descent, he should be considered white and eligible for citizenship. Now, this case was heard in New York, where the court initially rejected his application, saying that granting him citizenship could lead to many other groups like Arabs and Afghans claiming the same right. However, Balsara didn't give up then. He appealed the decision, and in 1910, a US judge finally ruled in his favor, granting him US citizenship. The court concluded that Parsi, who are part of the Persian ethnic group, could be classified as white, and therefore Balsara could be granted citizenship. Now, what changed after this case? That was surprising. This ruling was groundbreaking. After Balsara's win, more Indians started to apply for citizenship in the US. Following the ruling, another Indian, A.K. Majumdar, was granted US citizenship. The decision was a huge victory for Indians seeking a better future in America. However, the US immigration law continued to be very restrictive. Let me give you an example. The Immigration Act of 1917 severely limited Indian immigration, but some Indians, specifically from Punjab, continued to enter the United States through Mexican border. Despite the hurdles, the Indian community began to settle in states like California, specifically in areas like Imperial Valley. Then comes World War II. After World War II, the United States opened up again to Indian immigration. In 1946, the Luce-Celler Act allowed 100 Indians to migrate to the US every single year. But real change came in 1952, when the McCarran-Walter Act removed the previous restrictions, though it still limits the number of Indians allowed to become citizens to 2,000 each year. You know what? The biggest shift in Indian immigration to the US began in 1990s. The rise of the IT sector in cities like Bengaluru, Pune, Hyderabad and Chennai led to a huge increase in migration. By 2000, early 90,000 Indians were moving to the US each year. Many of them were skilled workers in technological field. In fact, Indians now make up more than 80% of total H-1B work visa issued by the US government each year. In addition to workers, a large number of Indian students have been heading to the United States for higher education. More than 500,000 Indian students are enrolled in US colleges and universities every single year. Now, this makes India one of the top countries sending students to the US. So basically, in conclusion, today, Indians are an important part of American society, contributing in fields like technology, business, healthcare, and even politics. However, the journey to the US citizenship hasn't been very easy. Bhikaji Balsara's legal battle paved the way for future generations of Indians to live the American dream. But immigration policies have constantly evolved and changed over the years too. Even now, with more than 5 million Indians living in the United States, the path of citizenship remains a topic of great debate.